So in January of this year, I did a State of the New York Rangers video for the 18-19 season. This is what it looked like. Today we are going to go over the state of the New York Rangers and which way they are going in right now. I can describe it as one word. Dark. Today is December 1st, a month before that video was supposed to be made. We're going to jump right into the state of the New York Rangers right now. With 29 points at a 13-9-3 record, the Rangers sit 6th place in the Metropolitan Division. The team leader in points, goals, and assists right now is Artemi Panarin. He has 12 goals, 21 assists, good for 33 points as the team leader. Mika Zibanejad did return to the lineup the other night, and now Ryan Strome still sees himself playing with Artemi Panarin. One of my season surprises is Ryan Strome and what he's able to do with Artemi Panarin. In 25 games this season, Ryan Strome sees himself with 23 points as he played center when Mika Zibanejad was out. His left winger was Artemi Panarin, the guy who's the team leader in points, and Ryan Strome has a lot to do with that. In 22 games this season and 19 points, Tony DeAngelo has become much more of a reliable defenseman as he worked more on his two-way game, as you can see on the ice. Here is where the Rangers stand in some important league ranks. They're 23rd in the penalty kill at a 76%. However, their penalty kill over the last few games has gotten better, especially the game against the New Jersey Devils. They are 11th in the power play at a 20% clip. The addition of Artemi Panarin has easily helped that. They are 14th in the league in goals for. They have 83 goals. They aren't that far behind Washington, however, as they are first in the league with 101 goals. They're 20th in the league in goals against at 82. Now here are the daunting statistics that the Rangers have. They are 30th in shots against per game at 35.8. They are 29th in the faceoff percentage at 47.4. And the addition of Mika Zibanejad now back in the lineup will hopefully improve that stat. Here's something they're first in the league in. They are first in the NHL for penalty in minutes a game with 12 minutes and 57 seconds, and they are tied for first with the most penalties taken in the entire NHL with 122. Those are areas where they are crucially losing games, taking too many penalties, not being able to win that big face-offs. Every few games it seems that the Rangers are giving up 40 shots a game to a team. That's how you lose hockey games, and all of that can really boil over into a failure of a season. The New York Rangers are a team of never giving up. They've never given up. They're not relying on their skill. They're relying on their hard work. However, there are scenarios in the game and situations such as the faceoff percentages where you need to get that big draw and rely on your skill. You gotta work hard and rely on your skill. The faceoff percentage needs help. Therefore, Mika Zibanejad, hopefully coming back, will solidify a little more stability in that face-off department. The Rangers need to stay disciplined. They need to stay more disciplined, especially in the beginning of games. They are taking way too many penalties in the beginning of hockey games and letting teams get out to that early one-goal lead due to a power play. Now, we'll dive into some players. First on the list, who I've actually thought has been doing pretty well in these last couple of weeks, is Brady Skjei. In the beginning of the season, he did not look responsible defensively at all in his own end. His offensive game has started to pick up, and he's even playing a little bit better defensively. Jesper Fast has found himself on the first line before Zibanejad returned, and he fit in really well with Strome and Panarin. Fast is not that gifted offensively, we know that. However, against the team's top players, he's a very solid forward. He wins battles in his own end and in the offensive zone. He's a really responsible player, and he's someone relied on heavily in that locker room. Moving on to Brenden Lemiuex. I'm surprised Jeff Gordon still has not been locked up for absolutely robbing Kevin Cheveldayoff. Lemiuex is everything you want in an NHL player. He's a player's player. He's a smart guy. He battles with other teams' players. He gets under their skin and throws them off their game. He's recently found his offensive game. He goes into the front of the net on the power play. He fights for that positioning, screens the goaltender, kind of like what Chris Kreider did, and he gobbles up the loose pucks or tips him in for a power play goal. Here are some players who are ready to break out and take that next step into this season. One of them is the defenseman rookie Adam Fox. Fox has put up 5 points in his last 5 games. If Cale Makar wasn't a thing, I think Adam Fox would be right up there for the Calder Trophy. I think Cale Makar is actually going to probably maybe be in the top 3 for the Norris competition right now. However, I think Adam Fox is going to take that next step in the next upcoming months, adjust even more to that NHL game, and I think he's going to be a very steady defenseman this season for the New York Rangers. Adam Fox is ready to take the next step. Defensively, he's done an amazing job in his own end. I think pairing him with Ryan Lindgren was the smart move. That pairing alone has been probably the Rangers' best defensive pairing they have had this season. Another player ready to break out is a defenseman, again, Jacob Trouba. His offensive stats, yeah, they aren't there. He's had an okay season offensively, but these last couple of weeks has showed why we really got him. He is a solid defenseman. He knows how to block shots and take the body on another player. He's a really smart player in his own end. He knows how to use his stick and his body to manipulate the guy coming into the zone with the puck. And if I get rocked by Jacob Trouba twice, I'm going to think differently how I'm bringing the puck in the offensive zone against him. Yeah, so the Rangers are kind of in a weird spot to start the month of December. With a team that kind of had no expectations except, we'll just see how it goes to start the season. If the Rangers keep playing like this and tweak up some areas such as the face-off percentage, the penalty kill, and even just taking penalties in general, I think the Rangers could see themselves fighting for a playoff spot come February and March.